Esau. You know?
Yep.
It says, and they cover fields and take them by violence.
They cover fields and they take them by violence. So they see your land. First they'll try to finesse you out of it.
Yep.
But if that don't work, he gonna send in his military. Then what is he gonna call it? He's gonna call it a humanitarian effort. We gotta give these people democracy. Really, you just wanna steal their land and have control over the resources, man. He ain't gonna tell you that because he's a devil. Keep going.
In houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
They oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. This man has made it illegal for these people to practice their ancient customs. But here it is, he's supposed to be all about freedom. You can practice your religion here in America. That's your First Amendment right, freedom of religion. Except if you are a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, the Israelites. You can't practice your ancient Israelite customs here. He made it illegal for you to do that. On that? All right, Con. Let me read this real quick. This is that little thing I was talking about. This is Iran's response. He's a foreign minister of Iran, Javad Zarif, if I'm not mistaken. He said this is his response to the protest that's going on here in America, the Black Lives Matter movement. He said some think Black Lives matter, some don't think Black Lives matter. To those of us who do, it is long overdue for the entire world to wage war against racism. Who's the author of racism? Who put this system into play that execute racism throughout the four corners of the earth? The so-called white man, with his Edomite supremacy, man. So it says time for a war against racism, which the people that have put racism into play is the so-called white man. So basically they're declaring war on Edomites, man. And we read about it in the scriptures. It's gonna come a time when these nations are gonna rise up against you. So it says, this is the image here, because what the United States did when the protest was going on in Iran, they released an official statement. So what the Iranian foreign minister did, he revamped that same statement. He made a few adjustments. So it originally read, the Iranian government is squandering its citizens' resources, whether it's adventurism in Syria, its support for Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, or its ambitions for wasteful expanding its nuclear program, it will only add to the suffering of the people of Iran. As I have said before, it should surprise no one that protests continue in Iran. The Iranian people are demanding their leaders share the country's wealth and respond to their legitimate needs. We condemn the government's same futile tactics of suppression, imprisonment of protesters, and the denial of Iranians' frustrations. The people of Iran are tired of the corruption, injustice, and incompetence of their leaders. The world hears their voice. So this is what the foreign minister, this is what he edited. The U.S. government is squandering its citizens' resources, whether it's adventurism in Asia, Africa, or Latin America, its support for countless dictators, or its ambitions for wastefully expanding its nuclear arms program. It will only add to the suffering of the people of America. As I have said before, it should surprise no one that the protests continue in America. The American people are demanding their leaders share the country's wealth and respond to their legitimate needs. We condemn the government's same futile tactics of suppression, imprisonment of protesters, and denial of Americans' frustrations. The people of America are tired of the racism, corruption, injustice, and incompetence from their leaders. The world hears their voice. So these nations they tired of you, man.
That's right.
We just read, shall not they rise up suddenly that shall bite thee? These nations coming out the woodwork. Now everybody got something to say about what's going on here in America, man. Now everybody got something to say about the wickedness of you Edomites. Even your own people. That's why they ripped down that Junipero Serra statue up there at Golden Gate Park, man. And you can read about that devil. They took down the Cristobal Colon statue that was over there in Coit Tower. Because everybody know about these people, man. And here it is in this society, you venerate those. Cristobal Colon, aka Christopher Columbus, he got a national holiday, man.
They teach you about these devils in school. You have to learn about these devils in their so-called prolific history or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
teach about his exploits.
Yeah.
How he was so smart. You know, he figured out the world was a globe. You know, while everybody else thought the world was flat. He had a radical idea. No, I'm gonna go the other way to get to India. Well, that's a damn lie, man.
Yep.
He knew exactly where he was coming to. He knew that he was gonna come to another part of the world. And he knew that Hebrews, the Israelites, dwelt there, man. So when he came over here, he actually bought Hebrew interpreters with him. Now, why would you do that if you're trying to go to India? They don't speak Hebrew in India, man. But they try to tell you that this guy was so great. He was a murderer and a rapist, a pedophile, you know, a child abuser, a murderer, among other things, man. But in this society, you go to school, they tell you this is a top dude, man. He changed life for everybody. Everybody thought the world was flat, you know. If it wasn't for Christopher Columbus, we would think the earth was still flat today. Which is a bold-faced lie, man. See, that's that bullshit that you Edomites spew out, man. That goes back to that wine that he came up with. You know? He transgressed by wine. He's a proud man. He actually believed that, man. Oh, I'm the top guy on earth. You know?
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations.
Yeah, thou hast spoiled many nations. Keep going.
All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
All the remnant of the people are going to spoil you, so you're going to be destroyed, man. Keep going.
Because of men's blood, for the violence of the land.
Yeah, for men's blood, for the violence of the land, which I'm pretty sure that word violence goes into injustice, so the injustice of the land, man. Who's the authors of these injustices that go on? You so-called white people, man. You're not an equitable people, man. There's nothing righteous about you. You're not fair, you're not equal. You wicked, man.
Right.
You want things to work in favor for you, but when it comes to you getting judgment, oh, now we gotta try to finesse our way out of it. You know, we gotta find some loophole. But the beautiful thing about it is there ain't no loopholes when you Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Right.
Most High is not a respecter of persons. You do the crime, you gonna do the time, man.
Yep.
And the Most High got his eye on you Edomites. You've been on the radar, actually. You've been on the radar, man. Now the Most High beginning to make moves.
It says, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetous to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Yeah, and that's what these Edomites did, man. That's the reason why they got control over all the resources. I'm talking about these elites. You regular Joe six-pack Edomites, you don't know what the hell going on, man. You still trying to figure out if Christianity is the way, you know, or should I be in Islam? Should I be in Hare Krishna? You know? Maybe I should be down with the BLM movement.
Good.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm tired of racism, man. The elites ain't thinking like that, man. They trying to stack up gold, stack up silver, so they can establish their new world order, man. And then turn all you people into slaves. They ain't worried about what you average people got going on, man. Paying taxes, you know? They women leaving them, going through a divorce. They ain't worried about that, man. They kids on opioids. They ain't worried about that. They worried about escaping the judgment that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has proposed for them, man. They worried about how can they hinder the prophecies. How can they continue to rule down here upon the earth? Keep going.
It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house.
Thou hast consulted shame to thy house. Keep going.
By cutting off many people.
And this is the legacy of you so-called white people. Murdering people down here upon the earth. That's what you so-called white people are known for, man. The consensus going around the earth is that the so-called white man's a murderer.
Yeah.
He's a murderer and he's a liar. You know? There's nothing righteous about this guy. You can ask anybody on the earth, okay, well, what the so-called white man do to you? You know?
Good.
You got many victims down here on the earth.
Yeah.
Everybody got a case against you.
Yep.
You know? You literally, he's a menace to society, man.
That's right.
He's a menace to the earth. And he still ain't stopped. He want to keep going. He ready to go into Iran.
Yep.
He want to go into Venezuela. You know, he ready to go to war with China. He want to go to war with Russia. You know, he ain't gonna stop. until he gets destroyed.
That's right.
And has sinned against thy soul.
Yeah, you sinned against your soul. So no matter what you do, there's no way for you to get this iniquity off of you, man. You gotta pay for it. Your spirit got sins on it. Your spirit got iniquity on it, man. The scriptures tell you in Job that his bones are full of the sins of his youth, man. So you gotta pay up. And there's nothing you can do to get out of it. There's nothing you can say. You can pray to Jesus all you want to, man. You can say, I gave my life to God. I'm reborn. I'm a born again Christian. The Most High don't care about that, man.
That's right.
Because first of all, the Christianity that you believe in is BS. The Lord wasn't a so-called white man, first and foremost. And he didn't come down to die for all nations down here upon the earth. He only came to die for the nation of Israel so they can be forgiven of their sins. Keep going.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it.
Keep going.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
And how was America established?
Right.
America was established upon the bloodshed of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You can't get around that. Even though he tries to, he come up with all these excuses. Oh, see, we were over here. You know, he came, or there's a few natives here. You know, just a few of them. You know, and then, you know, the Europeans, we brought diseases with us that we were immune to. You know, and then when the natives got exposed to it, they died. They couldn't handle it. You know, their immune systems were weak, man. They didn't know about Western medicine. So a lot of them died, you know, and now we're here. No, you murdered them, man.
Yeah.
You murdered millions of Native Americans. The diseases, a lot of the diseases that they got, you executed disease warfare upon them, man. He'll tell you they just got sick out of nowhere. You a damn liar, man.
It says, establish a city by iniquity.
And establish a city by iniquity. How is this country established? Upon the breaking of the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. You was worshiping other gods, first and foremost. You weren't worshiping the Heavenly Father. You enslaved the nation of Israel, a people that's near and dear unto the Creator. You told the whole world that these people, the greatest people on the earth, are less than nothing, man. The Most High don't do them like that. But you got everybody looking at the nation of Israel some kind of way, man. You gotta pay for these things, man.
Right.
You don't just get to ride off scot-free. But you ain't dealing with in your court system anymore, man. It's going to the top. You know? Now you're dealing with the supreme judge.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, since you ain't able to execute righteous judgment, now the Lord gotta step in. And that's what happened down here upon the earth. If you get a wrong judgment, you can take it up to the next court, the court that's higher. If you get a wrong judgment here on the city level, the county level, you can take it to the state Supreme Court, man. And then if the Supreme Court don't give you a proper ruling, you can take it to the higher court, the Supreme Court of the country, man. And it just so happens that your case is now in the Supreme Court of the universe. And you can't buy the Heavenly Father off. He ain't gonna accept no bribes. He don't want your payouts. You know, you can't blackmail him. He righteous.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Oh, see, we got this dirt on you.
Got it.
See?
Yeah.
See what you did to them Canaanites. What you mean? I created those people, man. I can put them to death if I want to.
And his judgment is final. There's no more appealing.
Yep. Ain't no appeals.
And the Lord know the whole story. I gotta hear this side or that side.
Yeah.
I know it all. You know? Can't play them.
And he got witnesses.
Hey, yeah.
We testifying against you, man.
Straight up.
What's the reason why you got a problem with what we doing?
Yep.
We literally being witnesses in the courtroom to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We pointing the finger at you devils, man.
Straight up.
This the nigga that did it, man. All right?
Yeah, good.
We worse than Snitch 9, man. Hey, that's the dude right there, man. He did it, man. He did all that. He was castrating us. There you go. There you go. Get him, man.
Yep.
You know?
And the Lord got us in the witness protection plan.
Yep.
Good.
Hey, voice of that brother.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It ain't looking good for you Edomites, man.
At all.
Keep going.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 13. Behold, it is not of the Lord of hosts that the people should labor in the very fire, and the people shall wither themselves for very vanity.
Keep going.
For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord.
And that's the intent of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He wants the knowledge of him to be propagated throughout the earth. What have you so-called white people done? You said the Most High don't exist. You took his glory away from him, man. Here it is, he's the one responsible for creating everything that you see around you. You said, nah, that didn't happen. This happened because of a big bang. You know, there ain't no God. That the stuff you read in the Bible is false, man. So that's another crime that you got against you. Trying to take away the glory of the Heavenly Father, man, by saying he didn't create everything that you see out here. Not filling the earth with the knowledge of the Lord, man. The true knowledge of him. Not this BS Christianity that you came up with.
It says, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord.
That's right, and that glory, the knowledge of the glory begins with us coming out on the highways and hedges, man. We telling you about the creator of the heavens and the earth. We're telling you his name, we're telling you his characteristics, and we telling you his judgments, man. Keep going.
As the waters cover the sea.
As the waters cover the sea, so the whole earth is going to be filled with the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This is really going to be solidified when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai establishes the nation of Israel as a ruling power of the earth. So when we get into power, it's going to be made mandatory that you know about the creator of the heavens and earth, and you offer him praise, man. Ain't going to be none that's lifting yourself up. You know? Oh, I'm in control of my own destiny. You out your damn mind, man. The Heavenly Father's in control of everything. And all glory and praises is due unto him. If you don't want to acknowledge him, he's going to put you to death.
It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him.
And that's what Esau did. Read again.
Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him.
Yeah, that drink represents his philosophies, man. That putteth thy bottle to him. Keep going.
It says, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their naked.
Yeah, so you feed so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans a certain philosophy, a certain lifestyle, and then you step back and you look at them, and then you talk shit about us, man. Look at how grimy these people are. Look at these savages, man. When who's responsible for having our people like that? It's you. You're the one that's infested our communities with drugs. You're the ones that make abortion illegal, are legal, you know. You flooded the reses with alcohol. That's something that you did, man. Then you step out, look at these drunk Indians, man. They ain't never gonna prosper. What was they doing before you brought your red ass over here and gave them those things, though, man?
That's right.
What were they doing before you stripped them of their nationality? At no point in time has this man told you that you are the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, man. You're the Israelites. You're supposed to be worshiping the creator of the heavens and earth. That's your problem. Your creator, the creator is angry with you, man. He's pissed off with you. So you got to find out how you get back right with him so these things that you're going through can cease. He ain't going to tell you that. He going to make it worse for you, huh? Take this, take that. You know, get into this, get into that. Then that judgment comes upon you, he relishes in it, man.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory.
Thou art filled with shame for glory, man. Everything that you glory in is shameful. It has a shameful origin, man. Like the devils we was going into, Gustavo Colon, Andrew Jackson, Thomas Jefferson, all your founding forefathers, they were complete demons, man. Thomas Jefferson, this devil, he on a $20 bill. He's responsible for mass genocide upon the so-called Native Americans, man. And you venerate this man, put him on your money. This is a good dude, man. He was a righteous man. He's a devil.
Yeah.
He's a murderer, man. These are the people that you exalt. Read it again.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory.
Thou art filled with shame for glory. So the things that you glory in has a shameful origin. And that's this whole country, man. Oh, see, America's the greatest nation ever to exist. America's the richest nation on earth. How did it get so rich? Through the forced labor of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Then you want to write in his books that, oh, you so-called Negroes came over here as indentured servants. You know? He's passing out tickets. Oh, who wants to come to America?
Right.
You know? We got some land over here. We need people to work. We'll pay you good. You know? The boat rides is going to be plush. We got drinks for you. You know? Then you got on the boat. You chilling on the upper deck. You think everything good. He had you believe this. The way he writes in his textbooks, man.
Yep.
The boats they weren't packed to capacity or beyond capacity. They were walking on the deck, man. Chilling in the captain's the captain's room. We let them touch the helm. So we gave some of them an opportunity to steer the boat, feel what it felt like. Told them about the sails. Then when they got off, we gave them more water, more food. We was like, where you want to go, man?
Okay.
This guy over here, he needs work here. This guy needs work. Or if you want to go further up north, it's people, they need work up there. What you want to do, man? That ain't how it went. You went over there to the west coast of Africa, rounded up the southern kingdom, put chains on them, and you forced them into your slave boats, man. And you packed them in like sardines. Then when they got sick, they had diarrhea, you would basically make a plug and you would shove it up their anus, man. So they didn't shit on the rest of the slaves, man. Then the ones that died, which millions of them died, over 99 million, which that in itself is just an estimation. We know it's more than that, man. An estimated 99 million died on the Middle Passage alone, man. And the ones that died, you threw them overboard, and the sharks ate them, man. This nigga gonna tell you came over here as an indentured servant. This is a great righteous country. We follow God. Read it again.
Thou art filled with shame for glory.
Yup.
Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. And now you being exposed, man. All these nations are seeing you for what you really are. You ain't nothing but the devil, man. A wicked group of people. And then you got the vibration that we pushing out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You being an Edomite, man.
Says the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee.
What's that right hand? The curses and the judgments. So here it is. We dealt with that. We dealing with we drank the dregs of that. The Most High is taking that cup from us, and He's giving it unto you. That's why you see these Edomites going crazy nowadays, man. These bugged out Karens losing their mind, man. Because they coming to the realization that their Edomite privilege does not work anymore, man. You can't get off just for being an Edomite. Keep going.
And shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
And shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. That's why you see these different statues getting torn down. That's why you got Iran curse you out about racism, man.
Yep.
China's cursing you out too. All these nations are cursing you out. Oh, look what you did. You want to come over here and tell us about human rights. Look at how you treat the people in your own country, man. Look how you treat those blacks. Look how you treat those Latinos, man, those Native Americans. Look what you did to them. And you want to come over here and talk about righteousness to us? You want to talk about righteousness and human rights to us? Keep going.
For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid because of men's blood.
Yep.
And for the violence of the land, of the city, and of them that dwell therein. That was it.
Jeremiah 49:10 says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
Yeah, you being exposed, man. Everybody's seeing you for what you are. You ain't nothing but the devil. You're a racist. And it's coming out. All you gotta do is say Black Lives Matter, and a whole bunch of Edomites is gonna flip out, man. Yeah. What do you mean Black Lives Matter? All lives matter. Any black that's burning the flag, you deserve to be burnt.
Yep.
What happened to freedom of expression? I got the right as an American citizen to burn the flag if I want to? Now the Esau mind. If you are a flag burning Negro, Latino, or Native American, you deserve to be burned at the stake in the mind of these Edomites, man. That ancient devil that's in them is coming out. They've been trying to hide it for so long, but they tired of hiding it, man.
Okay.
They tired of hiding it. And they see how you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you pretty much took over, man. You get to do whatever you want. You're taking over the street. Oh, you was looting. That really set Esau off, man. And looting, nothing's happening to him.
It says, well, I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places.
Yeah, he uncovered your secret places. That deep dark secrets that you had, that hidden racism that's being exposed, and also you elites, man. Your agenda's being exposed. You know, this whole COVID-19 hoax has been completely exposed, man. Well, the CDC, they lowered the death rate. They said it was going to be like 3% death rate at the beginning of this thing, and then a few weeks ago they quietly lowered it to 0.04, man, or 0.4, because that's nothing. That's like the flu, or one of these other diseases that's always out here. But look what they did to you people, man. And everybody knows that this is a pandemic. Yeah. This is all set up. It's staged, man, to take away more of your rights and ultimately lead you to taking that RFID microchip, man. And while you people are worried about contracting a false disease or disease that ain't that deadly, they are collapsing the economy right before your eyes, man. How many stores went out of business that ain't coming back? What happened to JCPenney? That was an American staple, man. I remember going in that hole a few times, you know, getting some clothes. You can't go there no more. JCPenney through, man. A lot of these other businesses are through because of the orders that these different governors and mayors have established, man, based upon this virus that ain't that deadly. They ain't never shut it down over the flu, over tuberculosis, over the SARS. SARS was out here before too. Yeah, these Moabites out here, they was covering their face with SARS. They didn't make a big deal out of it, man. But now with this, also you gotta cover your face. You're social distancing. All these stores gotta close down. You know, and this ain't going away, man. He gonna milk the hell out this. And you people are still scared of it, man. And ultimately, this is gonna lead to you taking an RFID microchip, man. His plan is to collapse the economy, do away with this fiat currency system, and come in with a digital currency that's going to be linked to your RFID microchip. And that's the plan of the elites that's being exposed. Keep going.
Jeremiah 49:10, it says, "But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, he shall not be able to hide himself."
Yeah, he can't hide himself, man. He can't hide his agenda. He can't hide how he really feels about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He hates you. He looks at you as worse than scum. An animal got more rights, according to this devil, than you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Here it is, you make up the majority of the prison population. Ain't nobody trying to let you niggas out. Yeah. Ain't nobody saying we gotta get these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out of here. But if you got a whole bunch of dogs, the majority of the dog population is in the Humane Society, they locked up in cages. Oh, we need to do something about this. We gotta get these dogs out of here. Who wants to adopt a dog? Yeah. Yeah. He wasn't even fighting. He let people use his different facilities that he had to fight dogs, and you Edomites went in an uproar, man. You know? But then you actually got cops in prison that'll pick out inmates to fight each other, man. Got it. They know that you Edomites ain't mad. You don't make a stink over that. You know?
They be running tests on the inmates and everything. Where's the outcry though? You got Peter. Yeah. These motherfuckers is crazy. Where's the outrage for Jake? You know, encaged Jake, and a lot of Jakes are are inmates wrongfully. Yep. You know, it comes out, and then Esau throw some dough at him. You know, enjoy the rest of your life, nigga. Yeah. All right. Sometimes you don't even get money. Yeah. There was one Jake. They gave that nigga $1, man. He was in there for years. They gave that nigga $1, man. So did. Hey, get back to your life. We ain't giving you shit, man. Wow, because they don't care about you. Okay. You know? Okay.
It says, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
That's right. They whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Who was the they? The they is talking about the nation of Israel. We weren't supposed to go through the things that we went through, but we still went through it, man. The slavery, then post-slavery. But you Edomites, hey man, these Edomites something else. They didn't tell y'all. See, that one bitch that was on TikTok, Talk about, if you so-called black person, you burn the flag, you deserve to be burned.
Yeah, yeah.
We should have never let you out of slavery.
Yep.
You put more hell upon the so-called Negroes post-slavery than you did in slavery, man.
Yep.
The Jim Crow law, segregation, the lynchings that was going on.
Yep.
You know, the 13th Amendment, where you basically made slavery illegal, but it's legal as punishment for a crime, man. And then in society, you get arrested, you get a felony or you know, some kind of conviction on your record, you through. You can't get no job, you know, you can't rent an apartment, you know. So this is all systematically set up by this damn devil to destroy you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Yes, you did all kind of wickedness. When we did wickedness, we got punished. So you gonna get punished too, man.
That's right.
Most High judged us. Why you think you gonna get off scot-free? Why you think you gonna be the one that's gonna ride off into the sunset, man? Keep going.
Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Yeah, you ain't gonna go unpunished. You ain't getting off scot-free, man. The Most High got judgment prepared for you Edomites. Keep going.
But thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation.
Which Basra represents America. The Most High said America's going to become a desolation. How's America going to become desolate? Thermonuclear destruction, man.
That's right.
Keep going.
That Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach,
A reproach. Keep going.
a waste, and a curse.
Keep going.
All the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
All the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. What proves it's not talking about the ancient Basra, man. You have some bug out read it. Oh, that's talking about the old Basra. And no, it ain't. Basra was its own city. The most, we'll read it again.
It says, Jeremiah 49:13, for I have sworn by myself, says the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation.
Basra shall become a desolation. Keep going.
A reproach, a waste, and a curse.
Yep.
And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste.
And all the cities of Basra shall become perpetual waste, man. Which that's talking about America, the stronghold of Edom. Because Basra back in the ancient time, that was the capital of Edom. The capital of the territory of you Edomites. And what's the capital of the kingdom that you so-called white people have? It's America, man. The richest nation ever to exist. You know? Everybody want to come here.
Yep.
The great melting pot. So the Lord is going to wipe this place from off the face of the earth. Along with all the cities. San Francisco, LA, Seattle, Portland, Salt Lake City, St. Louis, Kansas City, Chicago, New York. The Most High going to destroy everything, man. You want that?
Yep. Verse 14, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen.
Yeah, nowadays you got multiple ambassadors, man. We just read about one ambassador. He cursing you Edomites out, man.
Yeah.
Out there in Iran. You know? Erdogan, he's one of the ambassadors. As soon as America passed that decision to recognize Jerusalem as being the capital of Israel, he went around telling all the Arab nations, we got to do something about this dude, man. We got to take this nigga out. And you got multiple